Alright folks, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do something that was not planned. This all happened accidentally by making a previous video, how to create your own World of Warcraft roleplay character. This guy came to be, so we're gonna talk more about this guy and we're gonna try to make him face of this channel, right? So my first video ever, it's introduction, veteran and Mossborn. And I'm not gonna go ahead and delete all of my previous videos. This is the part of the roleplay. This is the part that I should also be able to show you guys. Things like this happen, right? You create a character, you think that's the one, you play for a week or so, and then you either don't click with the race or class, and it's okay to rebrand, it's okay to create the second character and so on. As long as you don't create like 10 characters, which I already do. So again, I do have a problem with alternative characters, but yeah, we're gonna try to focus on this one at least for a while. We'll see how it goes. On our channel, we're gonna limit ourselves to only 2 characters. Veteran is still gonna show up occasionally, but let's talk about Dust and Bone. I went ahead off screen and created his total roleplay, and I just wanted to walk you through it, right? So we kept the name Hakorah. Race Shuhalo, that's basically Tauren, just lore friendly name. Added birthplace, added residence. Picture remained the same. About section, as I talked previously, I'm not gonna fulfill this one. I'm just gonna do like find out in character or something like that. Miscellaneous, this is like a reference to Tau in Warhammer 40k. I'm a huge 40k lover, so I just have to do it like this. And yeah, I added some glances about what I like about this character. Of course, glances are not something that you just like glance, even though it says at first glance, but I treat it differently, right? Because I don't want to be like, you see my character, you literally have your eyes, you can glance that he's missing horns or that he has like a big totem on the back in Kodo. Now, I wanted to share more details about why he has that stuff. That's how I use my glances, right? So, little lore about his totem and Kodo. Fact that he doesn't like flying mounts. Just, I don't see Tauren actually flying if it's not with the actual warships, right? So, I have Wyvern over here, but, that's going to be my out of character flying type. But I'm usually going to try to walk in character, right? So, name Dust and Bone kind of explained. I added some lore behind it. He was an underground trader, did this, did that. We're gonna go through his lore a bit later. So yeah, he's a poacher, because again, I wanted to go with that outlaw vibe. I just really like the way he looks. So that's what we're gonna go. And I'm gonna push the narrative that like his story is that at one point he even sold his own horns, right? So he found market for Tauren horns. He didn't want to kill his kin, he just cut off his own horns and sold it away. And then we have some roleplay hooks, some friendly reasons for people to actually approach me. Unless you're gonna approach me and touch my totem, then it's not so friendly reason, right? So that's what we basically have over here. Dustbone name stays. I'm still leveling this guy, obviously he's only level 30. But yeah, long story short, this is gonna be our brand now. I'm gonna have to update all of the profile pictures and stuff, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, well, that's a short introduction of Tau, Dust and Bone, and his friend Arra'chea. I'm not really sure how to pronounce this, but I got this cool pet. I was looking for a Kodo, and this is the actually named pet, and there is a lore behind it. But again, I didn't want to be like, oh, this is the legendary pet. No, I was like, okay, I want to keep the name, I acknowledge it, but over here, like it says, the name plays homage to the legendary beast Cain once hunted, right? So it's not the beast, but we are keeping the name, right? Okay, so there's that, and I'll see you guys in another video, right? I'm gonna go ahead and start creating content with this guy being the face of the channel, and we'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for your attention, and I wish you a great day. Have a good one. Bye.